Good morning, YouTube America. This is Wayne coming to you live from 16 beautiful acres in South Louisiana. You tuned in to Tractor Living and Land Works. Yeah, it's rained for the last couple of days since Sunday evening. I hit that road that y'all following my channel. And I didn't have time to put the TYM Landscape Rake I use on these roads. And it had a lot of grass, still pieces of that old matting that was underneath the gravel, or the limestone. All up in the road. It didn't look very pretty. But like I said, it was getting dark, and I figured if I catch a Monday morning with no rain, I could go and catch it and clean it up before the rain came. Well, that didn't happen. It started raining that night. And it rained off and on all day Monday, all day Tuesday. It rained all day yesterday. And so this morning, I got up, the sun was shining. I said, well, let me just go hit it a little bit. If nothing else, I probably won't make it pretty, but pretty like it should be, like the rest of the roads back here, but at least I can maybe get some of the grass and the clumps and all that stuff out with the land rake. So I put the land rake on, and I'm gonna go hit it and see what we got. And if that, I'm gonna be pulling a bunch of mud with gravel, But if you got enough gravel there, that mud it'll break loose from you. It'll kind of roll off and work a little bit. So we're gonna go down there and give it a shot and see how it does. And if it looks pretty good, I'll go ahead and I'll make a pass. And if it looks like it's worth filming, I'll go ahead and set up the tripod, and shoot the camera on it. If not, I'm just gonna let it dry up another day. It's supposed to rain again. They're predicting rain today sometime. They're predicting rain again Thursday and then Friday. So it may not be the weekend, and I may really have to let this thing dry up a couple of days before I can shape it and get it. I mean, it's shaped, but before I can get it back right. So anyway, y'all hang tight, and maybe back with you. Maybe not. Talk to you in a little while, hopefully.
Alright, here I'm backing up to go ahead and get started on this road. As you can see, it's rutted up a little bit because it's soft, because we had plenty of rain for the last couple of days. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my tractor in the B range, which is, I have 4 ranges on my tractor, A, B, C, and D. I'm going in my B range. I started off in first gear in B range, but it was still a little bit slow, so I went on into second gear, and that seemed to work a little better. As you can see on this first pass, I got my landscape rake. It's tilted where it's throwing the gravel and the material towards the center of the road, so it's closest to the tractor and angled back away from the tractor. On the if you're standing behind the tractor on the right side, it's close to the tractor. On the left side, it's angled back so that the gravel, the material, will roll off to the middle of the road. And that's how you need to set that up when you do that. And I started way on the edge, dragging the grass a little bit so that I can catch that edge of that gravel, that stuff that's been pushed out through the years, and try to pull some of that material back to the center of the road. And I also have my hydraulic side link that I'm using. I got it tilted down a little bit, so that lift arm on the right side, standing at the back of the tractor looking toward the front tractor, that right lift arm, that all your tractors that have the manual levers to set your tilt. Of course, mine's hydraulic now, so I was able to just tilt it a little bit from the cab, and I got that digging probably a couple inches deeper to pull that extra stuff, to try to bite into that stuff on the shoulder and pull it to the inside of the road. And then when I'm coming back on the next path, I go ahead and move in about 6-8 inches, maybe a foot, closer to the center of the road. So as every pass I make with that, I'm trying to pull that material from the outside of the road and pull it onto the center of the road. And you can see when I'm doing that, how that's working. And it does a good job. It does great when you have some good drier material. But I'm just trying to dress this road up. They got a little SUV that runs up and down this road a good bit, and I just they're not going to get stuck. It's a good solid road, but I just, you know, the person that's driving that car, I don't think they're used to a road with little ruts and stuff. So I just saw opportunity today with the sun shining to jump in there and kind of dress it up a little bit and make them feel a little more comfortable when they're driving on it. As you see on that pass, I came in. I'm not even on the grass there. I'm pulling it to the center, and then coming back again. I did the same thing. I'm not even on the grass on that side. I'm back to the center. You can see how that's working, and it's putting a nice crown on that road. Now, when you see the tractor traveling toward you on this video, I still have another 40, 50 yards to go, but I didn't. I was gonna turn the camera around and catch me going the other way, but that's when I found out I had some kind of error go wrong, and I didn't get about 26, 30 minutes of footage here. So all I can show you is what I did on this side. So it's one of these things where you got to be patient when you're doing this kind of work, and if you take your time, it starts working out for you. If you're looking for instant gratification on this kind of work, it's not there. The more passes you make, the better it's going to be, and you'll learn how to set your tilt and all. Like you see on this pass right here, I'm even further towards the middle because I'm keeping that material rolling to the inside of the road, and that's the key, to keep pulling it to the inside and try to build that crown, because you can always go back, and like I didn't show it because my camera messed up, but I kept pulling from side to side, and when I felt I had it pulled into made a big enough crown, probably too high a crown, I went ahead and turned my landscape rake straight and leveled it out and went back over it, and a couple final passes like that. Now I did have some holes that I need to fill, and I can't show you that on here because my camera messed up, but when I do find a surplus of material, I go ahead and pull it to the end of the road and pull it to one side, and I grab it and go back. If the hole's on the opposite side, I'll go back down and I'll release it with my hydraulic lift when I get to that point. So basically that's all there is to this. You just take your time, drive slow. Now, if it had been drier, I would have drove faster, but the fact that it was, still wet, I didn't want to drive too fast. And I don't know, maybe driving faster would have done better. I don't know, I didn't try going faster, but this is the last pass that I think I have on this video, and as you can see, it's not the greatest, but it's a lot better than it was. So no, I take that back. This is the last pass I'm making right here. So anyway, any of y'all out there got roads to deal with, I hope this video helps you kind of get an idea how to run a land rake on it. Now when this stuff dried up, I could put the land plane on the tractor and keep it dressed up with that, but I find a land rake, especially when you got clumps of grass and all that kind of stuff, it works real good with that. So anyway,
All right, as you can see, I'm back. So that means I was able to do a little good on the road. So we went ahead and set this tripod up. And although the tripod, I think, got like 2 13-minute segments of filming, I don't know how far that got. I didn't look at it yet. For some reason, when I went to pick the camera up off the tripod and talk to y'all, it said 0.00 something error on it. So think I got 26, maybe a little more than that, minutes worth of footage of me working the Mechmaxx 72-inch landscape rake on this thing. Y'all be able to see what I was working with before. This is what we got. I'm leaving it like this. It's supposed to rain again sometime today. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow and Friday. I think we're going to get a little patch of dry weather for 2 or 3 days. And I think when that happens, I'll let the sun take care of it for 2 days, dry it up real good, and then come back with the land rake again and finish dressing it up. I do believe I need to put about 12 yards of gravel or limestone on this patch of this road because I've got some spots that's kind of bare. It's hard to tell right now with everything being wet. I was usually when I dress up a road, there's spots where gravel and limestone, the material has accumulated, and I can scoop a little bit of that and go put it in the light spots. But I really on this little patch, I really didn't have nothing to rob nothing from. What little bit I did, I fixed down on the other end, had a pretty good hole down there. But it's probably time to put some more material on top of this roadway. So anyway, if y'all like my video, go ahead and subscribe, man. It don't cost nothing to subscribe. Where people get confused, it costs if you go and get the YouTube channel, which is the movies and all that other stuff and the programming and all that. But if you just want to get on YouTube on your TV or your laptop or whatever you watch it on, it doesn't cost nothing just to get on YouTube. Subscribe to me, man. Y'all give me some support out there. Y'all like what y'all see, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see my notifications, hit that bell and it'll notify you every time I put a new video up. I did for the last 2 days. I wasn't able to film nothing. I spent the last 2 days studying how to make playlists, and I made about 6 different playlists with all my different work I've done. I got like 60 videos that I've been doing. I started this back in December 21st, 2025, like that, going into 6 months. I started at the end of December, so the end of June will be 6 months. So anyway, I got about 60 videos up, and my first videos weren't that great, but I'm getting better at them as I go along. I went ahead and I got reviews in the playlist. I got some categories: the stump bucket and the dry pull and the tree puller. I got that all those videos in one playlist, and they all got titles. And I checked them out this morning on my TV, and they're all there. If you subscribe to my channel and you go to your subscriptions and you pull up Tractor Living and Landworks and you hit subscribe, and you scroll on over. They got a little thing up there that says View Channel. You can hit that, and lights that up, and then it'll show my videos. And underneath that, it'll show my playlist. And you can click on one of them, and it'll open up and show all the videos on each playlist. I didn't know how to do that. My granddaughter kind of coached me through some of it, but she wasn't here the last couple of days for me to ask her, so I just kind of muddled on through it. I got on my phone and I asked AI, how do I do playlists? AI is my best friend right now. I'm kind of working with them on a lot of stuff, learning a lot of stuff from them. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I think it's gonna start raining in a little while. It's getting cloudy, and I'm gonna go put this tractor up and get ready to go to work in about an hour or so. So until next time, guys, look, God bless y'all. Y'all have fun on them tractors. Most importantly, y'all stay safe on them tractors. And I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate the support you've been giving me. Thanks so much. Goodbye.